Good evening, race fans. This is Carlos Acosta from 3YTV, and tonight in the Fastlane Racing League 3YTV Truck Series, we have the D-Rollin Race Graphix 150 here at Iowa Speedway. Welcome back, everybody. Remember, this is the Fastlane Racing League, Tana, so I believe you are thinking about a later broadcast also here on 3YTV, but that's going to be run by Peter Short, one of the fantastic producers and commentators that 3YTV has. But as I just almost spilled a bunch of cold water all over myself, we're back. We were back last week. We had a week off the week before, but we're going to have some fun here tonight. We're already qualifying. I'm a little bit behind. I do apologize for that, but, you know, never too late. We're all good. We got nothing to worry about here. All right, right off the bat, a couple people have already put in the lap time, including Derek Castor, Justin Hughes, Joshua Riddle, Ethan Thompson, Nate Catilla, and Johnny Berardi. In that order right now is your top five. Actually, as a matter of fact, I believe, I'm not sure who that was. It might have been Cal Zimmer just put in the third fastest lap. So, you know, we got some, and it says 1 to go, but let me go ahead and change it so that it's set on time. There we go. We got 2 minutes and 47 seconds remaining here in this qualifying session. We had a nice fun time out here. We're at Iowa right now. We're going to have some fun here. And I believe this track has does it not? It does not. I apologize. I thought this track had the ridiculously high fuel prices, but that must have been another track that I just do not remember. Pulling up here the race results from last week, so you guys can get a brief understanding as to, you know, what happened. I apologize. Looks like we had not an issue, but just a little bit of a miscommunication here. As I pull up the points, the race standings, and the point standings for you. Let's start off with the point standing. Derek Castor, who before our week break actually was able to get past Kyle Zimmer and took over the points lead, and then extended it this week, or last week, I should say, after that race. So he has a 13-point lead over Kyle Zimmer. Ethan Thompson third. Fernando Matos moved up in the standings after that top 5 run. He ended up moving up 1 position into 4th place. Joe Torres also moved up 2 positions. He's now up to 5th. Tom Johnson in 6th. Chris Roberge dropped a couple spots. He's now down in 7th. Tanner Sharp 8th. Johnny Berardi and Joshua Riddle 9th and 10th. They each, actually apologize. Johnny Berardi moved up into 9th and Joshua Riddle dropped down into 10th. So that is your top 10 right now. And that was after the race results in Lucas Oil Speedway. A race that saw Joe Torres win, Frank Hughes finishing 2nd, Ethan Thompson finishing 3rd, Derek Castor 4th, and Fernando Matos just eking out that top 5 finish. Kyle Saber ended up finishing in 6th, Andrew Smith in 7th, Johnny Berardi in 8th, Tom Johnson 9th, and Dominic Hughes ended up finishing in the top 10. So that was your race results and point standings, as we have about less than 30 seconds here before we move on into the race. So for all those people watching out there, let me know, how are you guys doing on this lovely Monday evening, and who are you guys cheering on tonight? Is it do you guys think your driver may have a legitimate shot to win? If not, then who do you think might end up pulling the victory today? As Fernando Matos, who's out there practicing right now, has spun around. Actually, I do apologize. That would have been his first time lap. So he spun around. He will not be posting a lap time here tonight. But we are gonna, qualifying is over, and we are gonna be moving on into the race. So give me a little brief second for me to queue up everything I need to do and get a sip of water, and then we'll go over our qualifying results. I am back after I hit the button to show my mic being hot again. But starting in first place, Tanner Sharp, the number 3 tracker, Bass Pro Shops Tracker Chevrolet. Derek Castor in seconds with the D-Rollin Race Graphix paint scheme, the sponsor of tonight's race. Once again, huge shout out to D-Rollin Race Graphix for sponsoring tonight's race. Kyle Zimmer in third, Justin Hughes in fourth. Chris Roberts starting this race in fifth with Joshua Riddle in sixth. Nick Attila starting the race in seventh. Ethan Thompson eighth. Johnny Berardi in ninth. Thomas Johnson in 10th. Andrew Smith is going to be starting this race in 11th with Frank Hughes in 12th. And rounding out this 13-car field, or 13-truck field, I should say, is Fernando Matos, who was unable to put in a lap time. As let me go ahead and move it over one more, and there you see Fernando Mato, our favorite Brazilian. So I already know, without a doubt, the Matos family is watching. So shout out to the Matos family. I hope you all are having a wonderful time here as you cheer on Fernando Matos, the Brazilian speedster. I never said I was good with coming up with nicknames, but pace truck lights are off. They should be coming off and going down pit road this time by to our first start of the night. Tanner Sharp gets an amazing start to tonight's race and leads the very first lap of the D-Rollin Race Graphix 150. Kyle Zimmer and Derek Castor battling for second place right now as they go side by side, and one of the drivers actually scraping the wall towards the back of the field. Could not see who it was. Believe that may have been Andrew Smith in the 87. Meanwhile, Kyle Zimmer has gotten by second place starter Derek Castor, and it looks like Kyle Zimmer may be having some slight connection issues. It looks like he is. He's not coming back. He may have completely throughputed, which unfortunate would be. We got GOM 1600 saying Riddle for the win. So we already have a Joshua Riddle fan here. Joshua Riddle in the number 24. They're in 6th place right now in the 3Y TV truck, battling the number 14 of Ethan Thompson. Derek Castor is the fastest driver of the race so far with a 23.78, and he's tearing down the back of Tanner Sharp. He wants to get to the lead. No word yet on Kyle Zimmer. I do believe he has throughputed, which is a real shame, already being disconnected in lap number 2, and the 19 gets involved in an incident with another driver. I'm trying to see who that driver is. That's the number 14 of Ethan Thompson. I do apologize. Huge damage to the 14 and the 19. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a replay of that here soon, and maybe cue it up so you guys can get a brief look at maybe just what happened here. In the meantime, we're gonna be switching over to the multicam. In the multicam, bottom left is gonna be the live action, and the top right, the bigger box is gonna be, or the bigger rectangle is gonna be the replay. So here we go. Here's the replay. We're gonna see the number 14 there, and then we're going to see the 19. 19 gets a little loose, and then he unfortunately has to correct that truck back up, and unfortunately the 14 is already there. So heavy contact to the 19, heavy contact to the 14, who literally could not do anything else as there's a battle for the lead going on. Tanner Sharp has led the opening 6 laps. Can he lead the 7th, or is Derek Castor going to lead his first lap of the night? As Ethan Thompson has decided to take his truck down into pit lane. Unfortunate for him. But side by side, these drivers go. Tanner Sharp on the outside. Derek Castor on the inside. Battling side by side. Advantage to Tanner Sharp in the entry of the corner. That's a really late dive for Tanner Sharp, but he can make it work. The question is, how long can he make those tires last without having to, without killing them and letting Derek Castor go on by him? So already 8 laps into this short 150 lap race, and Tanner Sharp's facing some fierce competition there for the lead. Towards the back, I'm trying to see if anything else interesting might be going on. Everybody appears to be kind of nice and single-filed. No major battles going on track right now. And the battle for the lead, Derek Castor was gaining, but now Tanner Sharp slightly pulling away as Justin Hughes is involved in an accident and caution is out. The real shame, the 19 getting involved in another incident there. We're going to go ahead and go on replay and see what happened. Looks like got a little tight on the... Oh my goodness! A little tight on the exit of 4. Hit the outside wall and the truck kind of got loose. And unfortunately spun in front of traffic. And... wow, that was potentially an even bigger accident. I'm gonna see who that was. That's set up on the 19. That's the 4 in Naked Zilla. That's set up on the 19. You can see just how hard he was turning left to avoid the outside wall or other drivers. That whole right front was up in the air. Let's go back again. Let's actually slow it down to see how close it was. So right there, you see the weight transfer. That whole right front is up above, not making contact with the ground. As now it settles in, and wow, was that really close to Tanner Sharp and the number 23 of Thomas Johnson. Let's go back live. There's a bunch of drivers down in pit lane right now. I believe everybody, oh, pardon me, only 6 drivers stayed out. That's Tanner Sharp, Frank Hughes, Joshua Riddle, Nick Tilla, Fernando Matos, and Andrew Smith. Christopher Birch, Derek Castor, Justin Hughes, Johnny Berardi, and Thomas Johnson all went down pit road. Ethan Thompson elected to stay out, and I believe he got the free pass. So I do think we are going to be getting a average length caution period, because we had a driver or more 1 lap down. So if we do not get one to go, I'm going to interview a driver. We do not get one to go. So I am going to hop in here to the Primo Racing chat and talk to Dakota Moda and Derek Castor. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing today?
Oh, that's funny. You just missed Dakota. He just left to go do something.
No, I am here. I am
Oh,
great.
there he is. There he is.
Okay, well, did you wash your hands?
Yeah, duh.
Well, I wanted to talk to you today because you are repping today's race sponsor, the D-Rollin Race Graphix 150. You got yourself a beautifully painted truck, and I believe you have some ties with the race sponsor too, and I wanted to see if you wanted to give a shout out or talk to us about this magnificent sponsor.
Yeah, it's actually my own design business, and it's gone through a few different name changes. I've got a regular design business that I do like logos for businesses and stuff, but this DRG is D-Rollin Race Graphics. I do a lot of stuff for people on iRacing, and I hope to build a portfolio good enough to maybe land on a real race team one day. That'd be pretty sweet to design their paint schemes. Yeah, that's what the sponsor is, and I just figured I would sponsor. I live in Nebraska. Iowa's right next door, so figured I'd sponsor this race and a few of the other Midwest races. And I love what this league represents, and I don't know. I love racing in it. Love the guys around me. And yeah.
Well, thank you so much for giving us that information, and we love participating in this league as well, even though we don't compete in it. So glad to see you're having fun and the drivers are having fun and everybody's out there having a good time here in the D-Rollin Race Graphix 150. I believe you guys are going to get one to go this time by. But just one last word before you guys take on your first restart of the night. We saw you battling charge against Tanner Sharp for the lead. Unfortunately, you were unable to get by him before the caution came out. But just how's that truck doing early on in this race?
I think it feels good. Seems to be pretty neutral. It's a little loose on exit on cold tires, but then that kind of goes away, starts to tighten up, and the bottom's really good at the beginning, and then it kind of migrates up to the middle, and it seems like the truck can handle both. So we'll see where things shake out tonight, and hopefully we can put it in victory lane again.
All right, well, we wish you good luck in this first restart of the night. As we mentioned earlier, this is going to be the first restart of the night here. Tanner Sharp started on pole, and he's going to be leading here on the restart after the first caution. Green flag is out, and just like the initial start of the race, he's going to have himself an amazing restart to green, as he already goes on into 1 and 2, cleared of any other competitors by at least 4 or 5, maybe more truck lengths. And going down into 3 and 4, running the outside line, arcing it down towards the bottom. Very smooth as silk. Tanner Sharp usually operates here as they went too wide towards the back. I believe that is Derek Castor, who did get fresh tires, and Nate Catilla. So Derek Castor already moving up. He did go down pit road, so he exhausted one of his tires. I'll go ahead and mention the limits here in a little bit. But Derek Castor now up to 4th, and he's going to be battling Joshua Riddle there for 3rd place. He's already gone past one 3-wide TV truck, and then he's going to get by another. Going down into 1 and 2, he's already getting the lead, getting the advantage on the inside, as he's now settled in for 3rd place. Now all he has is Frank Hughes, who's up 10 spots in 2nd, and Tanner Sharp, who has been leading the race pretty much since the drop of the green flag on lap number 1. Bad exit for Frank Hughes as he gets a little tight on the exit of the corner. That's going to give a good run to Derek Castor, as he's made up quite a bit of time, and actually with the fresher tires may be able to challenge here for the lead. Those tires are only, I want to say, 11 laps younger than Tanner Sharp and Frank Hughes. Both of those drivers did not go down pit road, and Derek Castor did on lap 11 under caution. So about 10, maybe 9 laps of green flag racing condition. And then Derek Castor decided it's time to go down pit road. So if they don't get a quick caution, then this strategy is going to work off. But if they constantly get cautions, then Derek Castor may find himself with a tire deficit. So for tonight's race, these drivers do have 2 fast repairs, 70% fuel, and 6 sets of tires, including the set they start on. So that is 5 sets of tires on pit road, and the set of tires that they start the race in. So Derek Castor is already down to 4 sets of tires in pit lane, so he can only change 4 more times. Number 19 is having issues there. Justin Hughes losing a couple more spots on the outside as Fernando Matos has gone right by him. Nate Catilla being challenged by Chris Roberge. Chris Roberge, who was unable to make it last week, is now driving it in the inside here on 1 and 2 into 5th place. Maybe gonna get past the number 24 for 4th. Derek Castor, in the meantime, has gone into the inside of Tanner Sharp, and he's gonna be getting the lead. Is he gonna lead the lap? Yes, he will. As Derek Castor has now led a lap here in Iowa, he's gonna drive it down there deep as Fernando Matos is having issues. To the lead goes the number 12 of Derek Castor in the D-Rollin Race Graphix 150. Fernando Matos had a little bit of an issue there. That last corner got a little loose. Lost a bunch of spots there, as he's now the last driver on the lead lap, so he is currently in 12th place. Ethan Thompson getting past number 24, Joshua Riddle, as it seems that maybe staying out may have been not necessarily the best idea. Still, early on in this race, if we have a bunch of cautions, it could just have been a worthy sacrifice. But right now, 25 laps into this race, the number 4, the number 24 are dropping back. Frank Hughes and Tanner Sharp doing a great job of managing their tires and not dropping too much. However, Derek Castor is just pulling away almost to 1 second of a lead he has against the number 3 of Tanner Sharp. But the night is still very young. As a matter of fact, the night hasn't even fully shown up as there's still some sun as we're going to go on board with the number 12 here for a couple laps as we just listen into what he's doing, working his magic around Iowa. Already 1.5 seconds ahead of Tanner Sharp. Derek Castor just continues to stretch that lead here, 30 laps into this 150-lap race. In the back, we were seeing some battles there. As I'm trying to see who else might be battling around. There's actually a battle for 9th place as Johnny Perardi was able to get around Andrew Smith. And even up ahead, the number 24 and 4, who at one point were 3rd and 4th, have now dropped down into 7th and 8th. As a matter of fact, Nick Attila's gotten around the number 24 of Joshua Riddle. So Joshua Riddle really struggling out there with these old tires. And both 3YTV trucks, or 3YTV sponsored trucks, because they do not run for 3YTV. We don't have a race team in this league. But both of those trucks are struggling out there right now as they're battling side by side. This can only hurt their tire chance of the number 24. Looking to get her past the number 4 again. And number 4 on the outside. That's Nate Catilla driving in there a little bit deeper. But the number 24 on the inside of Joshua Riddle is going to have the advantage. Never mind. The number 4 of Nate Catilla just powers right on by. And he's going to just, no competition, retake that 7th position. Taking a look at the drivers who did not take tires last time by, who did not go down pit road. Tanner Sharp faring the best so far. Only lost the race lead. He's currently in second, almost 2 seconds back of the leader. Frank Hughes elected to stay out again. He actually improved the most because he was towards the back, and then when the caution came out, he stayed out, was able to restart in second. As he is faring not too bad as well. Currently in 4th place, only lost 2 spots. And then we go into 7th and 8th, where we see Nick Attila and the number 24, Joshua Riddle. So both drivers faring worse than the rest as their tires are struggling and almost exhausted. Fernando Matos, who we also saw stay out, had some issues. He scraped the wall and then got loose on the front stretch, and he's lost a ton of spots, but he's trying to get past Thomas Johnson here to get one of those spots back and put himself into 11th place. Currently, Fernando Matos is the last driver on the lead lap. Everybody out on track is on the lead lap, and we have only one retiree, or at least one truck that's gone down in the garage. Number 25 of Kyle Zimmer. Lap number 2, he had some alternator issues, and I had to take that number 25 Ford down into the garage. I apologize. It was a starter issue. No, sorry, electrical. That's what I'm being told from our team. They have gone to the garage for an electrical issue. Ethan Thompson and Frank Hughes battling out here for fourth. No other close battle on track at the moment. I'm trying to take a look and see what else may be going on out on track. Ethan Thompson trying to power on through on the outside line as number 83 of Frank Hughes goes on the inside and tries to hang on to that position. Ethan Thompson on the outside is able to get on past the number 83 and is now in fourth place. Sole possession of fourth. Number 14, Ethan Thompson gets up there, and Ethan Thompson, he did go down pit road, but he went down pit road on lap 5, not on lap 11. So I'm actually not too sure what happened there. Why is it telling me lap 5 instead of 11? Lap 5 was a green flag stop. He should have been... Ethan Thompson did go a lap down, that's right. He had to take a fast repair. Ethan Thompson got the lucky dog. And because of that, he does have fresher tires than the drivers who stayed out, but he doesn't have as fresh tires as your race leader. So when Ethan Thompson went down pit road and got himself a lap down, he got the lucky dog. He got a battle there between the number 99 of Berardi and the number 4 of Nate Catilla. But Ethan Thompson got a lap down, got the lucky dog as Nate Catilla smacks the outside wall. And got the free pass, got the lucky dog, and is able to race his way now up into 14th place. And Catilla and Johnny Berardi continue to battle side by side here. Going down into 3 and 4. As Nate Catilla is able to get past Johnny Berardi. Johnny Berardi had a little bit of a struggle, but he's going to drive it in there deep in 3 and 4. On the inside, not going to get the run that he wants, as Nate Catilla is going to just power on. Well, actually, never mind. It wasn't as powerful on the outside as I thought he was, but he's still going to power on through. Nate Catilla continues to hold on as Johnny Berardi overshot the corner and goes out into the outside wall. Heavy damage. For the 99 smacks it again on the exit of the corner. So Berardi not necessarily having the best of time right now, as he's got some heavy right side damage. You can't necessarily see from that angle. Oh, Berardi gonna do it again as he smacks the outside wall. He's overshooting the corner. That or his suspension is broken, as Berardi just constantly pounding that outside wall. He's gonna be finding himself with a meatball flag here very soon if something doesn't change. Take a look at it again one more time to see if it changes. If he changes his approach going into the corner, he does, and it's actually a nice move. Turns 1 and 2 for the 99. We got ourselves a nice battle between the number 4 and the number 23 as these drivers go down into 1 and 2. 4 on the inside, 23 on the outside. Almost made contact in the exit of 2. As all that checking up has allowed the 99 of Berardi to regain the position, the time he's lost to the 4, Nate Catilla, as Berardi's now on the inside, and hopefully he doesn't overdrive turns 1 and 2 and smack the wall. But right now, all these 3 drivers are single file. Barracaster just continuing to pull away lap after lap. Constantly faster than Tanner Sharp. And Tanner Sharp finds himself constantly faster than Chris Roberge, who Roberge did go down pit lane. Actually, he's been down pit lane 2 times, although I am not sure if the first time he... As my lamp just fell down. Do apologize for that, everybody. I had to save my lamp from shattering on my desk. Oh, we have an issue. Caution is out. Johnny Berardi involved. So I'm going to try to see just how that caution happened. All right, we got the replay here on the exit of the corner. We see Johnny Berardi and the 4 of Nate Catilla. These drivers have been battling for a while now. And Berardi crosses over ahead of the number 4 and going down into the corner. Ooh, I can't... Oh, my goodness. I can't see just what happened there. If somebody came up or somebody came down, we're going to take a look at it from maybe an aerial view. But that's heavy rear end damage for the 99, who also finds himself now 1 lap down. All right, let's take a look and see what could have happened. Going down into the corner. Ooh, looks like maybe Berardi didn't think that the 4 would have still been there. As contact was made and Berardi smacks the outside wall with the rear end, and that car may need a fast repair. Aircaster Chris Roberge electing to stay out. I apologize. Chris Roberge and Andrew Smith electing to stay out. We're going to see who's going to get the lead off of pit road. I think the advantage is going to go to Derek Caster. But we'll take a look and see maybe if that changes. I think it is going to be Caster. Caster is already pulling away. And Caster is going to be leaving pit road in first place. But Chris Roberge, Andrew Smith stay out. So they may be leading the race once we go back green here for the second restart of the night. We're going to see if they're going to go down pit road, but we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with the continuation of this race. Racetrack is off, and these drivers are going to get back to green here for the second restart of the D-Rollin Race Graphix 150. Tanner Sharp now back near the front as he found himself losing the lead on the last restart, is now quickly back into second place here. Derek Castor got a great restart here. The second one of the night is Tanner Sharp now in second, trying to battle and maybe get the lead again as Justin Hughes goes off track. We got an issue. We got a wreck in the back. 83 involved, 19 involved, 98 involved. No caution. Green flag is still out. Still no caution. We're going to try to see just what happened. Let me go ahead and switch it to auto here, and let's try to get a replay and see maybe what could have happened as the 4 goes around. Still no caution. Wow, we had a lot of stuff going on these last couple laps. I'm trying to figure out just what happened here to start off this this initial restart, or this going into the second lap of the initial restart. All right, go ahead into multicam. Bottom left is live action. Top right, the bigger rectangle is going to be the replay. Let's go ahead and take a look here. You see the 8. Wow, those are 2 separate incidents, and 19 those are 3 separate incidents. 19 gets loose into the grass, 83 gets loose into the grass, and Chris Earl Birch gets loose and into the grass. And then next time by, we're going to see Nick Attila also do the same thing. So 4 drivers getting loose on the exit of 3 and 4. And then nearly spinning out, but just going all the way into the infield grass. You see right there, same exact thing. 4 drivers within 1 lap, 3 in the same lap. So wow, wow, something's going on out there in the track. Maybe somebody's dropping some fluid down that they did not clean up in the exit of 3 and 4. But yeah, a couple issues there, a couple drivers, but no caution, and everybody is still rolling. Oh, that traffic is that 99 checks up right in front of the race leaders, and Tanner Sharp nearly gets into the back of him, loses whatever gains he was making on. Loses whatever gains he was making out on the leader, and it's just I'm gonna try to pull up a replay here. Oh, we have another issue. Nick Attila wrecking in the back. Scratch that replay, because Nick Attila just did the same thing again. He got loose off the corner and spun out, but didn't go fully. No caution came out. Here's the race replay. That's the wrong button. I hit the wrong button, guys. Here we go. That's the right button. Here in slow motion. Let's take a look. Nick Attila just too much beans on the exit of the corner. Got loose and went for a slow, lazy spin down the backstretch. No caution. Tanner Sharp must be furious now that he had a chance at maybe battling for the race lead. He lost quite a bit of time having to check up for the 99 Berardi as the number 4. Nick Attila goes a lap down. Tanner Sharp gets right on by him, but Tanner Sharp now on the back bumper there of the race leader, or close to the back bumper. Those last couple laps have been faster than Derek Castor by quite a bit, with the exception of lap number 66. Tanner Sharp almost smacks the outside wall. That's going to lose just a little bit of time to the race leader. Take a look at what it's going to be this time by. Just a little bit slower than your race leader, Derek Castor. 24.357 to a 24.410. These two drivers are fluctuating lap times. One lap, Tanner Sharp is faster. The other lap, Derek Castor is faster. So it seems like the tires are, well, they're both equal at this point, but it just seems like it's kind of stalling out for both of them, and nobody seems to be making ground. Although I do think Castor is faster. Never mind, Sharp, 0.06 of a second faster than your race leader. Still, it's not enough to catch up within the lap with the amount of time we have, and these drivers should be going down the road at least one more time. They only have 70% fuel. So as this race is going by pretty quickly, we are almost at halfway. There's still plenty of action waiting to happen. Trying to take a look to see what other battles may be going on in the racetrack. Number 14 of Ethan Thompson in third, Joshua Riddle in fourth. Trying to chase him down. Other than that, let me see what else may be going on. We have Fernando Matos trying to catch up to the back of the 83. Although I don't think this is necessarily... Yeah, Fernando Matos is just a little bit faster. The last couple laps, we're going to see if he can catch up. Anything else out on track? Not really seeing anything. Got Thomas Johnson at 23 with Justin Hughes. This could be a battle for fifth if they get close enough to start battling. I'm seeing number 24 and 14 get really close to each other, so this could be the next closest battle going on. This would be a battle for third. Go on board Joshua Riddle and just see how he's doing this. It seems like these drivers are able to catch up to the driver ahead of them, but they are unable to really do much, as Tanner Sharp is just dropping more and more time now to Derek Castor. He was holding on, but now he's actually dropping quite a bit. 10 drivers on the lead lap, 12 drivers out on track still racing, 1 driver in the garage. That's Kyle Zimmer, who had an electrical issue, and he's still yet to come back out onto the track. I'm not sure. I believe they may be packing up to go home and go into the race next week. And speaking of next week, we have a nice, fun race at Darlington Raceway. It's going to be our throwback race here at Darlington, so that's going to be a fun one. So after Darlington is Knoxville, Road Atlanta, Five Flags, Chicagoland, and in August 2nd, we're going to be finishing off the regular season at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Battle here for third. It's still staying around the same. Can't really do much to get past the other driver, considering that the lines that they are all running is kind of the faster line to be in. This is the closest battle out on track right now. Battle for third place. Ethan Thompson trying to catch up. Or pardon me, Ethan Thompson trying to pull away from Joshua Riddle, who's been trying to catch up. As these drivers are going down into 3 and 4. This is the closest that Joshua Riddle has been to the back bumper of Ethan Thompson. We're going to see if he can do anything about that. In the meantime, we may have a pass going on out there. Yeah, the number 23 has caught up to Frank Hughes, and Frank Hughes is not going to start defending that position. Fernando Matos also there as well, trying to battle with Chris Roberge. We saw Chris Roberge getting involved in that issue very early on that restart, on the exit of the same lap that they restarted on. As now these drivers go side by side into 3 and 4. Fernando Matos on the outside, Chris Roberge on the inside. The two international drivers battling it out for 8th place. Meanwhile, just slightly up ahead, Frank Hughes and Thomas Johnson. That's a battle for 6th and 7th, although Frank Hughes is starting to pull away. Back up near the front, Ethan Thompson trying to hold off Joshua Riddle. Joshua Riddle is there. The question is, can he do anything now that we have 87 laps completed? Pardon me, 86 laps completed. The closest battle out on track. Well, second closest battle out on track. Fernando Matos in the 98 are still battling side by side for that position. They've been going at it for the last 4 or so laps. All my timing and scoring is showing is just Fernando Matos has gone on by Chris Roberge. Chris Roberge has gone on by Fernando Matos. And vice versa. That's just like going side by side. That's what my scoring is telling me. Now, they're both going to be going by the 23 of Thomas Johnson, so both of those drivers have gotten by very quickly. This battle for 8th has now become a battle for 7th, as Fernando Matos has the early advantage. But Chris Roberge is still there, waiting to make a move should he need to. So we got essentially 2 battles going out on track right now. Both of these pictures are live, as the closest battle up front is the number 14 and 24, and the battle towards the back is going to be the number 17 and number 98. Oh, Fernando Matos up into the outside wall in the back stretch. Not quite sure what happened there. He was in a straightaway, so that truck now has heavy right side damage, and he may need to take a fast repair, but he's going to be losing quite a bit of time to the number 98, and he might get passed by the number 23 as almost they do make contact going down into 1 and 2. Matos up against the wall as he's losing a lot of time and gaining a bunch of damage to that right side. Finally, side by side, the 24 and the 14 are going down into 1 and 2. 24 has been working, 3 and 4. 24 has been working for many laps now, over double-digit laps, and trying to catch up and pass number 14. Now they're side by side. Same thing with the number 23 and the 17. Both of these drivers are side by side as well. So we got battles now all over the track, as 14 of Ethan Thompson may have possibly killed his tires, as Joshua Riddle is just constantly outpacing him. The question is, did Joshua Riddle kill his tires and trying to catch up? And will that make a difference here very soon, as they're very close to each other right now, going down into 1 and 2. Got the number 14 Drone Works Machine with the number 24 3Y TV truck. Going down into 3 and 4. This battle gets closer and closer every lap, but the 24 just can't seem to get that speed he needs. On the inside of the corner, he's trying to find a way to get on the outside. The number 14 just needs to do the best he can to block off that outside run. But he can't just leave the bottom completely open, because one good exit of the corner for the number 24, as they make contact going down into turns 3 and 4. One good run of the 24, and that number 14 is going to have to battle a dive-bombing 24, maybe pulling a slide chop, and he'll have to prepare for the crossover if that happens. Going down into 1 and 2, 24 on the inside, 14 on the outside is a battle for third place. Leaders up front, Derek Castor, Tanner Sharp, over 1 second away as the 14 smacks the wall and kills his truck. That's heavy damage for the number 14 of Ethan Thompson, who has now lost third place there to the number 24. And he may find himself needing to take a fast repair now that we are close to having 50 to go here very soon. Number 24, Joshua Riddle, worked his way into third place finally after multiple laps of chasing. And now he's going to have to try to catch up to Tanner Sharp. The question is, does he have the speed? I am for sure interested in seeing what the lap times are between your top three right now. So I'm going to try ahead and try to see if I can pull up some information regarding that. So we're going to pull up your track map with the car numbers and your lap time history there. You can see where these drivers are in respect to each other. Only 3 lap times that we have seen. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure why. Oh, I see why. There we go. So now Riddle should show up. There he goes. All right. Let's take a look at you. 25.085. Tanner Sharp is 1/10 of a second slower. Joshua Riddle is nearly 2/10 of a second slower. So Joshua Riddle not necessarily faster than Tanner Sharp, and Tanner Sharp is not necessarily faster than your race leader, Joshua Riddle, right now. Pardon me, Derek Castor, I should say. That time by was even worse for your second and third place drivers. We have less than 50 laps to go here at the D-Rollin Race Graphix 150. Derek Castor did not get as good of a lap as he had the last couple laps, but still, that last lap was faster than Sharp and Riddle. So, Derek Castor on a whole league of his own. As Fernando Matos has gone down pit road, could this be the start of the green flag pit stops? Tanner Sharp finally putting in a lap time that was faster than Derek Castor, and Joshua Riddle 0.4 of a second slower. Something must have happened to Joshua. That was a really slow lap. As it seems now the pit stops may be happening here very, very soon as the race leader has to maneuver his way through some lap traffic. 3 wide going down into 1 and 2, and he gets by both of them nice and cleanly. I thought, just from the quick glance I had from our second feed, it just seemed like that was going to be a wreck happening here very soon. Fernando Matos out of pit road already. 15.1 second pit stop. As he's trying to figure out how to get out of pit lane here, and he's going to be getting out here very, very soon. 51 second overall pit lane time. So that's not too bad for the Brazilian. He's now currently in 11th place, 1 lap down, multiple laps down. Castor in pit road. Your race leader down in pit road. He's going to go down pit road ahead of Tanner Sharp and Joshua Riddle. So this is going to be a huge advantage to Derek Castor. Should there be no caution coming out. Derek Castor going down pit road. Going to be interesting to see. Will Tanner Sharp go down pit road? I don't think so. He's all the way in the outside line of 3 and 4. Will Joshua Riddle go down pit road? I don't think so either, as both of these drivers are electing to stay out. Ethan Thompson down in pit road right now, and Justin Hughes also slowing. No, never mind. He's gassing it up. Look, you see right there, Justin Hughes on old tires, Fernando Matos on fresh tires. Look at that speed! Going down into 1 and 2. No problem there for Fernando Matos with the fresh tires. Now the question is Tanner Sharp and Joshua Riddle kind of hoping for a caution? Because the longer they stay out, the further away that Derek Castor is going to be. The question also is, how long can they drive on a 70% fuel tank? Last time these drivers went down pit road was on lap 52. So give or take a caution period. So it's about 2 laps, I want to say. So technically 54. Can they make it the rest of the way in like about 96 laps of fuel with a 70% fuel tank? I am not too sure. Tanner Sharp goes down pit road to Joshua Riddle. Never mind. Who was I looking at? Was that Castor? That was Castor. Derek Castor just went for a half spin. He's going to lose a bunch of time. All that time that he had gained going down pit road early is pretty much gone. As he goes for a lazy spin on the exit of the corner. On corner number 4 again. It's another driver to do it. Tanner Sharp has gone down pit road. And he doesn't know it, but he may just come out of this pretty close to the lead, if not the race leader. So I'm going to try to pull up that replay of just what happened. Give me un momento, por favor. As we got the replay right here. The Derek Castor here in slow motion. Just too much beans with those cold tires. Exiting the corner, just too much speed. Goes for a half spin in front of Fernando Matos, who did that a couple laps into this last restart attempt. Recovers, no caution, and he's just lost a bunch of time. Justin Hughes down in pit road, and here's what I was talking about. Derek Castor had a nearly 3-second lead to Tanner Sharp. Not only that, but he also went down pit road 4 laps earlier than he did. 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 laps earlier than he did. But Tanner Sharp, who was 3 seconds behind, is now almost 1.5 seconds behind Derek Castor. And he's there, and he does have fresher tires than Castor. Not by too much, but he does have some fresher tires. So this, right now, could be Tanner Sharp's only opportunity to get the lead if we don't get another caution. As Derek Castor goes side by side with the number 17 of Fernando Matos. Fernando Matos trying to get a lap back, but will be unable to right now. Even though Joshua Riddle is your current race leader, as both of these drivers are going to try to get past number 24, Joshua Riddle, here very, very soon. Chris, your Burge, currently your second place driver. Thomas Johnson in third. Those are the 3 drivers who have yet to go down pit road. Not counting Andrew Smith, who is 10th place right now. Never mind Thomas Johnson down in pit road. He's going to relinquish that 3rd place spot as Derek Castor, Tanner Sharp immediately go by him. As I thought Tanner Sharp was getting past Derek Castor. I saw a red car, got a little excited there. But no, it looks like Derek Castor isn't necessarily pulling away from 2nd place Tanner Sharp. But Tanner Sharp also isn't gaining as quickly as he would want. The 24-year race leader goes down pit road. But all those drivers plus 1 lap. And Joshua Riddle will be relinquishing the lead here. With not too many laps remaining. So if he was hoping for a caution, he did not get one. And that strategy did not pan out for him. Chris Rowe Burge, still currently in 2nd place. Not your race leader, but he has to go down pit road this time by. He will. And that's going to put Derek Castor back to the race lead. Not this time by, because Joshua Riddle technically led that lap. But now he's got the lead. Tanner Sharp in second, 7/10 of a second behind. That man is gaining, and he does have the fresher tires, so this is going to be a big advantage to Tanner Sharp. Go ahead and put in the lap track history there. Those last couple laps, I want to say, lap 113 and 114 were not necessarily fair because they were all under heavy traffic, but now both of these drivers are under clear conditions. And look at that, 0.2 of a second faster than Derek Castor. Tanner Sharp is sliding up the track just a little bit. But Tanner Sharp should be your race leader here. I want to see within the next 10 or so laps. He's really, caution is out! Oh my goodness! No! Riddle involved in an incident, caution is out. This changes everything. This was going to be Tanner Sharp's win. Had he held on, but Joshua Riddle goes on for a wild... Well, actually, I have no idea what type of spin he went on. But he went on for a spin, is ahead of in the 23. Gets loose in the same spot as others. Clips the 24, and the 24 goes sideways and just pounds that outside wall. Heavy damage to the 24. Look away, Gio. This is not what you want to see. So that's for sure, at this point of the race, that's going to be a faster pair. Especially if he wants anything to do with possibly getting a race win. Caution is out, the drivers are down on pit road, and Derek Castor, as I failed to hit the live button, Derek Castor, Tanner Sharp, going to try to see who's going to go down on pit road first, as Tanner Sharp has got to, I'm assuming he's just not happy with that caution. We're going to have a chat with him. As soon as these drivers get out of pit road, Tanner Sharp, just unable to get the lead. As he's going to be restarting this race in second. Fernando Matos staying out. He will get the race lead unless he chooses to go down pit road before the green flag comes out. But unfortunate for Tanner Sharp, but very fortunate for Derek Castor, because now he has a chance to hold on to that race lead. To have a quick word with Tanner Sharp, who I'm assuming is just very unhappy with the fact that that caution came out, possibly taking a chance at a short win. Tanner Sharp, how are you doing today?
Doing all right, how are you?
Oh, man. You definitely had the faster truck there with the fresher tires, and within the next 5 laps, more than likely would have had the lead if not for the incident involving the 23 and the number 24. Now that you both have to go down pit road and essentially have equal tires, do you think you have what it takes to get past Derek Castor before this race is over?
I don't know. I can keep up with him, but I mean, he's going to have the clean air, and I mean, he's very superior down 3 and 4. He's just mastering turn 3 and 4 tonight. I just don't understand some guys just racing extremely hard and then they spin out their trucks. So it's very frustrating indeed. So I'm sure everything's on broadcast, but yeah, we're going to do what I can to get the Derek here and race him side by side. Hopefully lap traffic doesn't play a role in this tonight. So otherwise, again, he's been the master of turns 3 and 4. I've been a little better with him in 1 and 2, but again, he has that clean air to work with. So as long as he had that clean air to work with, man, Derek's going to be very hard to pass. So I guess we'll have to wait and see and find out.
Hopefully lap traffic does not play a role. We saw earlier in the race, you pretty much had to hit the brake in the exit of the corner to not run into the back of a lap traffic. So hopefully that doesn't happen. And I believe there was one last thing I wanted to say, but I can't remember now. Oh, yes. Well, pretty much all the issues going on, and a couple that did not even bring out a caution, involve drivers spinning on the exit of 3 and 4 with cold tires. Even Derek Castor, the race leader, had a half spin during that cycle of green flag pit stops. He went down pit road earlier than you did. You were behind him by 3 seconds. He went down pit road way earlier than you did, and by the time it was all said and done, you were half a second behind him. So that explained why Derek Castor lost a lot of time, even though he went down pit road earlier. The question is there anything you can do to maybe push him to doing that same mistake again?
Well, we're done pitting. We can make it on fuel. The best thing we can do now is just do a tire strategy, but the caution flags will ruin that. I mean, we're not pitting anymore unless the caution comes out. So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens here, Carlos. And as far as lap traffic, like you were commenting earlier, I mean, we all have relatives on iRacing. We can use them.
All right, well said. One last question is, you haven't used your fast repair, right?
Nope, never used a fast repair, never got a 0x all night.
Copy that, just keeping tabs. Wish you good luck here on this upcoming, hopefully last restart, and hopefully you and Derek can have a nice, fun, clean, respectful battle.
Absolutely, thank you.
That was your race, not your race leader, but possibly could have been the race winner had the caution not come out. That was the 3 of Tanner Sharp. We're going to see who's going to hang on, who's going to win tonight's D-Rollin Race Graphix 150. Now the pace truck is off. Green flag's going to be coming out here very, very soon. The 12 is already taking off here tonight. No problemo there for the number 12 there, Caster. He's just going to clear Tanner Sharp into 1 and 2. Tanner Sharp, nice and clear, gets a good drive into the corner. He's going to hang on there. Tanner Sharp right behind the back bumper. We are getting there in this dangerous corner, calamity corner here in the exit of the corner. Will somebody make a mistake? Tanner Sharp gets loose. He gets really loose. Tanner Sharp made the mistake as he goes around. Caution is out. Justin Hughes involved as well in that spin. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay. And unfortunately, Calamity Corner strikes again. This time, Tanner Sharp got involved. Justin Hughes in the 83, smoking up a storm, so he will have to pick a faster pair if he has one remaining. You see right there, Tanner Sharp just got loose. He tried to correct it, but the 83 was all over his back bumper. Nothing the 83 probably could have done, at least I don't think. As I'm not sure why he started smoking in the backstretch. Did something happen? I don't see him smoking there. I'm not sure why I see the 83 smoking on my second feed. This is the second feed for it. It doesn't show anymore. It's gone. All right. Let's take a look at another replay here. Here's the number 19 of Justin Hughes. He checked up and, got clipped by the 24, the 19 did. And pretty much nice, soft, lacy spin, but Frank Hughes made heavy contact with the wall. And he's who we want to watch right now. Tanner Sharp just too much beams on the exit of the corner. 83 couldn't really do anything else, and well, it doesn't hit it that hard. Who was the one that was smoking? I'm not quite sure who was smoking up a storm back there. Just trying to get a quick look to see who could have been. I'm not seeing anybody else. That's odd. How one screen shows smoke, the other one doesn't. Could have just been a glitch. Ethan Thompson now in second place. Fernando Matos in third. Let's go ahead and give a quick word with your second place driver. Let me go ahead and see if I can pull him up. Ethan Thompson, is he here? I don't think he is. He is not. So let's go ahead and talk to your currently third place driver, Fernando Matos. It's nighttime. And you know what that means? That just means Fernando Matos is here to shine on. After all, the stars are bright. Fernando, you are currently in third, hot off a top 5 last week. Do you think you have what it takes to get yourself another top 5 here tonight? Fernando? Unfortunately, I do not think Fernando is available to talk right now, so that's a real shame. Wish we could have had a nice, quick word with Fernando, but we'll probably see if we can talk to him after this race is over. Lights are still on. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the continuation of the D-Rollin Race Graphix 150. Race truck pulling off here with 22 laps remaining at the D-Rollin Race Graphix 150, and the 12 of Derek Castor now without Tanner Sharp up his rear bumper trying to get past him. It's going to be nice and clear going down into turns 1 and 2. What a tragic change of events there for Tanner Sharp, who was in prime position to get himself a race win here. And unfortunately, got an unlucky caution that resulted him in making a mistake, getting involved in a late incident, and now has to race his way back up to the front. Currently in 7th, Tanner Sharp is. But the story right now is Derek Castor catching a lucky break after causing himself a half-slope spin, getting himself fresh tires on pretty much getting his tires back up to speed, losing a bunch of what could have been easy insurance time, getting a quick caution, getting himself essentially in a position where he can pretty much hang on for the next 20 laps as Derek Castor pulling away from Frank Hughes. Frank Hughes has shown speed, but I believe Derek Castor has pretty much been on a level of his own, just quickly outperforming every driver he's seen, with the exception of drivers who are on the lead lap. Currently for 5th, Tanner Sharp, Fernando Matos. This is not what Matos wants to see, as he's going to lose himself that top 5, maybe more, as Chris Roberts is looking on his outside. Tanner Sharp from high to low, changing multiple lanes, going down into 1 and 2. Almost makes contact with the 19, does. He has to back off. Tanner Sharp showing some rare patience here with 19 laps to go, backing off and not running over the 19. Gonna go down into 3 and 4, gets really tight, gonna lose that position to Matos and maybe Roberts as they almost go 3 wide. Side by side now, instead they go, as Fernando Matos is gonna clear Tanner Sharp down for 5th place, as Fernando Matos may have a chance to get himself another podium here, maybe, pardon me, top 5 back-to-back. Matos having connection issues. Oh no! Oh, this is no good for Fernando Matos. Matos family, please look away, as Fernando Matos may have throughputed. He's back! He's back! Fernando Matos is back and in 5th ahead of Tanner Sharp. Not sure what the rest of the drivers feel about a driver possibly blinking in and out, but the fact that his thing, oh no! Oh, Fernando Matos gets loose and kills the car on the inside wall. Heavy damage and a possible top 5 run torn to shreds. Only 9 drivers on the lead lap. So he's not going to be, pardon me. What? Yeah, 9 drivers on the, what? Okay, 10 drivers. No, 9 drivers on the lead lap, 10 drivers on track. Well, no, even less drivers on, I don't know what's going on anymore. But he may lose a couple spots if he goes down Pier Road, but if he stays on track and just loses time, without a caution, he should be able to keep himself in a top 10. But heavy damage for Fernando Matos, not the finish that he wanted, and unfortunate for him. That's heavy damage. Back up front, Derek Castor has an 0.8 of a second lead to Frank Hughes. Ethan Thompson behind Frank Hughes by about 1 second. Then Justin Hughes, Tanner Sharp bound in 5th place. And Tanner Sharp struggling. He's overdriving that truck right now. He wants to make up for all the lost spots. But at this point, he kind of needs to hope for a caution. And one that the majority of the drivers ahead of him stay out, but the drivers behind him don't. So that's what he needs right now. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. I think at this point, if a caution does come out, everybody's going to be going down Pier Road unless somebody wants to try something cheeky. But the question is, do anybody have any remaining tires? As Fernando Matos drops it down pit lane, he's going to lose 10th spot, maybe 11th and 12th. We're going to see here very soon just how much that's going to hurt him. Drivers who have gone down Pier Road, on average, everybody's gone down Pier Road 4 times. Justin Hughes has gone down Pier Road 5 times. Chris Roberts has gone down Pier Road 6 times. Tanner Sharp was actually really good. He only went down Pier Road 3 times. But unfortunately, with that late race incident, he had to go down Pier Road again. So he does technically have fresher tires than the rest of the field up ahead of him, with the exception of Justin Hughes, who also went down Pier Road in the same lap. But he also has a clean truck. But that being said, the way he's been overdriving the track and the truck, it's not boding too well. Whatever advantage he had is now gone, as he needs to find himself with another quick caution, as we're going to be getting 10 laps to go here very, very soon. quick update on Fernando Matos exiting pit road. Actually, I apologize. They've taken his truck behind the wall. It looks like there is a suspension issue on the truck. So taking it behind the wall, and at this point, they're pretty much just going to take it to the garage. They're going to take it down, not even to the garage. They're going to take it to his hauler, pack it up, and then get ready for Darlington next week. So tough break for Fernando Matos, who is currently in 11th and will more than likely lose one more position and finish the race in 12th. Johnny Berardi in 12th right now, currently still out on track, getting the Mother Ain't Race No Quitter award for this race. He's going to gain one more position on Fernando Matos unless Matos comes out. As a matter of fact, he just went by Matos right now. So Matos will not be able to finish worse than 12th. But unfortunately, that's a lot of lost positions on a late race mistake when now it could have been a top 5 night. Side by side, going down into 1 and 2. The 19 and 3 make contact. That's going to lead to maybe some more bumpers being hit, some paints being traded, as now they're going to switcheroo and go down. 3 on the outside, 19 on the inside. 19 is going to try to recut that position down into 4th, but the outside line is going to get the advantage. Tanner Sharp as a 19 tries to side draft here with 7 laps to go here at Iowa. Side by side they go. 19 not going to be able to slide up the track this time by. Continue, Tanner Sharp gets a wide exit. Same thing with the 19. The 98 is going to be right there to get up any positions that should anything happen there. 98 gets a front row seat as a 19 and 3 make contact. 3 up against the outside wall. Tanner Sharp's night goes from good to bad to worse, as he's going to lose a couple more spots, and Tanner Sharp is going to be finding himself down in 6th place. Number 24 of Joshua Riddle is currently a lap down. I'm sure Tanner Sharp is not going to be too happy about that. Justin Hughes and the number 98 of Chris Birch now battling for 4th place. Meanwhile, up front, Derek Castor not necessarily pulling too much away from Frank Hughes, but still, he's just slightly faster. Lap in and lap out. So Frank Hughes not able to really do much, and both of those drivers are pulling away from Ethan Thompson. So Derek Castor continues to lead. Frank Hughes currently in 2nd. Ethan Thompson may end up being your 3rd place finisher here in the podium. Chris Roberge and the 19 of Justin Hughes are both battling for position. Both of those drivers did go down pit road on lap 124 the last time the caution came out. Frank Hughes also went down pit road on lap 124, so he does technically have fresher tires than Derek Castor, but Castor just on a league of his own, just pulling away slowly by slowly. Tanner Sharp gonna get by the 19 here soon, and Tanner Sharp makes another mistake, but he actually, he just lost some time. He did not fully spin, but almost gave it too much beans. Tanner Sharp, we don't know how he feels about the 19, but they're going to be battling again here before this race is over. That's going to be another close battle here out on track. Going to get a look, meanwhile, up front with 2 laps to go. Derek Castor's going to be leading right now. All good, no problemo there for the number 12, the race leader of the D-Rollin Race Graphix 150 with his beautiful black and red D-Rollin Race Graphix truck. Side by side they go out for 5th place. This is the number 19 and the 3 are battling side by side. White flag is out here for Derek Castor. These drivers continue. Tanner Sharp may have the advantage going down into 1 and 2. Looks like he will, but it's going to get back up front here with your race leader, as he's going to round 3 and 4, and he's going to get himself the race win here tonight. Derek Castor wins the D-Rollin Race Graphix 150. Frank Hughes in 2nd, Ethan Thompson 3rd, Chris Birch in 4th. Tanner Sharp was able to get past Justin Hughes for 5th. Justin Hughes 6th, Thomas Johnson 7th, Nick Attila in 8th. Joshua Riddle, first driver, 1 lap down in 9th. Andrew Smith in 10th. Johnny Berardi in 11th. Fernando Matos in 12th. And Kyle Zimmer finishes tonight's 13-car field in 13th. Burn down the rubber. Tear down the house. Derek Castor is tonight's D-Rollin Race Graphix 150 race winner. All right, let's quickly go over your race results and then talk to a couple of your higher finisher drivers. As we saw Derek Castor get a dominant win here tonight. Frank Hughes in second, Ethan Thompson third, Chris Roberge in fourth, Tanner Sharp finishes tonight race in fifth, Justin Hughes in sixth, Thomas Johnson seventh, Nick Attila in eighth, Joshua Riddle ninth, Andrew Smith, your top 10 as the 12th blows his engine. 11th place is Johnny Berardi, Fernando Matos in 12th, and Kyle Zimmer finishes tonight 13 car field in 13th. What a fun night. Let's go ahead and talk to a couple of your drivers. Let's see if we can find second place driver Ethan Thompson. Not sure. We're going to see if he hops in here very soon. I'm not seeing Ethan Thompson. What about your second place finisher, Frank Hughes? Frank Hughes also not on the Discord. So you know what that means. We got to talk to your race winner. All right, here we are here with your race winner here tonight, Derek Castor. Derek, how are you doing today, my friend? You are tonight's race winner.
I'm doing fantastic, man.
I'm so glad to hear that. You had yourself a dominant night. Tanner Sharp led the early stages of the race, but once you took over, you pretty much never looked back. I do want to talk to you about a small blunder you had there that possibly almost gave away tonight's win, and that was your half spin there once you were trying to get your tires back up to speed. Is there anything you want to tell us about that?
I just got too antsy trying to extend my lead because I knew I came in before Tanner and I knew fresh tires were a big deal. So I was just trying to be too greedy and I got back to the throttle too quick out of 4. Luckily I saved it, didn't loop it around, and then that last caution totally saved my butt because those tires were toast after that. And Tanner was running me down, and then after that caution came out, I knew I could just come in, get some fresh tires, and try to take the lead on the restart. And like you said, never look back. I was a little worried. Frank was giving it a nice effort for a couple of laps there, but I wasn't really pushing too hard until he started getting within a tenth or two, and then I started really diving it in the corner. And yeah, but that half spin scared the crap out of me. And right after I got to the gas and started losing it, I said, "Are you kidding me?" I thought I completely blew it, but
I want to say over
circumstances
half the field
worked out.
Yeah, I want to say over half the field had that exact issue with cold tires. You had about 3 seconds, over 3.5 seconds to Tanner Sharp when you elected to go down pit road early. You had a big lead, and then that was going to be multiplied by the fact that you went down pit road early. And then after the half spin and everybody finished their pit stops, Tanner Sharp was only 0.7 of a second behind you. So that's a massive gain for Tanner, and he was gaining. He was going to get right on by you before the caution came out within those next 5 laps. And, you know, you can't really predict the future, but I think had he gotten by you and no caution came out, that would have been it, especially since you yourself said that those tires were pretty much hot. But you got a lucky caution, got a lucky break, and then on that next restart, Tanner Sharp, after we had talked to him and told him that a bunch of drivers had that issue, pulled that same issue, which I'm going to go ahead and take the blame for it because he probably wasn't thinking about it until I mentioned it, and then he thought about it, and then he did it. So I'll take the blame for that one. Sorry, Tanner, but hope that was a fun race for you. That was a fun race for everybody else. We go on to Darlington next week. You excited for that track?
Yeah, we just ran it in the Grand National side of this league last week, and it was all right until I did it all right in that car until I got a little net coated by a pit road wall, but that kind of ruined it. But in the truck, I'm really comfortable. And the last time I went there in the truck in the fixed series, I was pretty strong. So I'm looking forward to that. I got a pretty cool throwback truck coming, and be on the look for that.
All right, thank you so much. Before we let you go, do you have any?
Hold on. Sorry, I'm being yelled at.
No worries. Quickly, any shout-outs you want to give out?
No, not really. Like I said at the beginning, the race was sponsored by me, and had it on the truck tonight, and was able to put it in victory lane, and pretty much it.
All right, well, best of luck. Go brush your teeth, take a shower, whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
And have yourself a great night.
I will. Thanks, Carlos.
Trying to see if anybody else might be available for... I'm not seeing anybody else in the waiting room, so it looks like that's going to be it for us tonight. We hope you all had a fantastic time, and we will see you next week for the throwback race. It's going to be exciting, and I can't wait for that at all. So I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe, and enjoy your week.